My service dog from SCWR has saved my diabetic daughter's life multiple times. One day while my daughter Maggie was at school and Sugar, our service dog, was at home with me, she was acting very agitated. She had chewed up a remote control from our television. Because of Sugar's behavior, I called the school and had them check on Maggie's blood sugar. The school confirmed with me that Maggie's blood sugars were okay at the time, but 20 minutes later the school called me back and said that her numbers had dropped to a dangerous level. If Sugar had not detected Maggie's blood sugar, she could have easily lost consciousness, slipped into a coma, or even worse. Having Sugar, it is a peace of mind that you can't put a price tag on.
Joining us also is Dr. John Beach, who allowed me to borrow his dog Banting earlier today at the beginning. Molly, let me start with you.
Sure.
You got a dog from this organization, right?
Yes, sir.
And how old was the dog when you got it?
Sugar was delivered at the age of 10 months.
At 10 months. And was the dog trained when you received the dog?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an ongoing process, but yes.
Okay.
The dog was delivered, and within 5 minutes of delivery, Sugar, our dog, alerted to the trainer. And so I assumed the trainer may or may not be diabetic, and she was like, no. So we checked Maggie, and Maggie's excitement level had gotten so high that she was in a range of maybe 280, maybe. So she was already picking up from the beginning, but it is an ongoing process.
Mm-hmm. And when you say it's an ongoing process, the dog arrived trained to go on alert.
Sure.
Did so, but then training continued across time.
Yes, sir.
The trainer would come back on
Yes,
a
sir.
regular basis and make sure that the dog continued its skills and perhaps add other skills.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And you've had the dog now how long?
So we got the dog in January 2015, and we have 8 training sessions within the original contract, and we've used 5 of them. We have banked 3 for future.
Okay, so you've had the dog now about a year and a half.
Sure. Yes, sir.
And is the dog healthy?
Yes, sir.
And the dog is efficient and proficient in
Yes, sir.
alerting
Yes, sir.
to your daughter's fluctuations in blood sugar.
Yes, sir.
Would you consider this dog to be a life-saving addition to your management of the diabetes?
Absolutely. My child is a very fragile diabetic, so her fluctuations, she's been diabetic since she was 3. The first 7 years, we spent 1, 2, sometimes 3 times a year in the hospital with diabetic ketoacidosis, which is a dangerous situation when your blood level gets too toxic from high blood sugars. Since we have had Sugar, we've not been hospitalized at all.
Who paid for this dog?
Our situation was very exciting. We applied for a grant within the Service Dog by Warren Retriever organization. We were awarded the full $25,000 grant. Another family was awarded a $25,000 grant. And I believe there may have been 10 to 14 other families that were awarded partial grants. So we got our dog paid for by Warren Retrievers.
So a dog costs, that sounds like an awful lot of money for a dog, but there's a lot of training and time and effort and
Yes,
energy that
sir.
goes into
Yes,
it.
sir.
So Sugar, your dog, came $25,000 worth of dog and training you got paid for, and so you got this life-saving tool.
Yes, sir.
And it was no cost to you.
Correct. She's a huge help to my daughter, yes.
Okay.